Hey everyone, it is Lori Davis here again with Elite Experts, and today I am interviewing Jamie Lee Rindahl. She's actually out of Billings, Montana, and she is an empowering woman. That's what I have to say about her. She's got experience in marketing, advertising, and networking. Was really drawn to getting into real estate. So, Jamie Lee, why don't you tell us, a little bit more about your background and why you are in real estate and what your vision looks like.
So my background is like what you had stated in marketing and advertising. I started in that industry when I was about 27 in print. I also worked in a call center, single mom. Um, so I was able to work my leads with that, and I learned how the advertising agency and marketing worked. I became pretty successful with the company I was at. It was a company called PDC Pages. It was a phone directory. And back then they actually still use them. Um, so I was there for about 4.5 years. The company sold and we kind of all drifted apart. Um, and then I got into radio for a while and I was pretty miserable there. So I decided to go back to college and I got a degree in psychiatric rehabilitation with a minor in mass communication so I could fall back on my marketing and advertising. And so I did work up at Rimrock Foundation for about 3.5 years as a licensed addiction counselor. And I didn't know much about self-care in that industry. And so I went back into advertising about, oh boy, it would have been 5 years ago. And I actually worked in a firm that advertised for real estate agents with the plan that I would eventually become a real estate agent. So I worked really hard in that industry and built the publication up and ended up getting my license and started in real estate January of 2020, right before COVID started.
Great.
So that was a trip.
And in starting in real estate, a lot of people, that's the one thing that they worry about is, can I do this? Am I going to be successful? And I know for yourself, you started out on a team, so that you had some guidance and some, help with generating leads. So that's one thing that, you could maybe talk about is the team environment and how that is for somebody that, is getting their feet wet in the industry.
So when I first started in eXp, they offer a program called mentorship program. And so I was still working part-time at the portfolio. And then I was also working part-time with my mentor for, I don't know, for 6 months, 8 months. Got my first three in the mentorship program. If you've never sold houses before, they want you to have at least 3 transactions under your belt before you go out on your own. So I did my 3 and I was able to quit the portfolio in October 28th of 2020 when I did sign on with Damian Forrester with the Forrester Group through eXp, brokered by eXp. And with that, I received additional training. So Damien actually paid for lead generation within the team. And then through our CRM, which is KB Core, those leads were distributed to all the other agents on the team, but I strictly just worked for Damien and his leads.
Well, and on top of that, I think that you learned a lot about running a team because he saw very quickly that you were more than just somebody that would work the leads. So he gave you a lot of different responsibilities, early on. And I think you should be pretty proud of that because that doesn't happen very often within a team structure where, they can see that side of you. And the other thing is you also did sell ads to him when you worked for the real estate ad company. So you had already had a, relationship with him. You liked him. You knew he was, somebody that was a successful broker. So I think that was a good decision for you to make, to start out your career there and learn from him. What an excellent opportunity that was. So where do you see yourself now and in the next year? What does that look like for you in real estate?
Well, the next year I would love to grow my business. I am applying to become a mentor myself. I currently have 3 local agents under me as my sponsees. I would like to build upon that and add additional sponsees. With the mentorship program, with those sponsees, I'll be able to train them with documents and stuff like that, like I was taught, and help them get started in their own business and hopefully become successful. I also want to build my real estate side and sell as many houses as I can.
That's a
So
fantastic goal. And do you have a niche that you kind of lean towards?
I'm liking all of it. So I have land listings, I have house listings. I may have picked up a commercial. I think with an eXp, we're allowed X amount of commercial listings if we stay in residential. Um, I have worked several different types of, I don't even know the word I'm looking
Niches,
for.
like with different types of people and things like that, different types of goals.
I should probably find a niche, but I haven't found one yet that really wows my world. I helped my father-in-law. He got really sick. We almost lost him. I had to work that as the power of attorney. I'm working a divorce one right now. Land is its own land is its own separate niche. I actually brought on a new construction, so I'm learning the process of that. So I don't know, right now I'm liking all of it, and I just haven't really found that one special thing. I've tried to work FSBOs. Unfortunately, with FSBOs, I found that they don't take their listings off of Zillow. And I have gone door knocking and found out that they just bought that house 2 months ago and the owner's already gone. So I don't know. I guess residential would be my niche, but I don't really have anything that's really focused yet. So,
Well, and that's
and
the
I
good
think
thing about real estate is you're going to find out what it is that you really have a passion for. Because in real estate, there are so many niches, but it is important because really riches are in the niches. So once you can find one and master it and really become that expert, whether it's a neighborhood expert, whether it's an area expert, whether it's construction, new homes, whether it's agricultural, horse property, so many different niches. One niche that a lot of agents really like in Montana because of our price point is luxury home niche. So those are, designations and things that you could work for. I know that you also are doing the Express Offers iBuy program, as well as relocation certification and REO certification, which all of these things are going to help you serve your community. So I'm really excited to see that you're going to really expand, what you're currently doing. And, we get to be a part of that as your eXp family and watch you grow. And of course, because of our company having collaboration as one of our core, basically culture, that's one of the things that we all collaborate with each other. So we help you to find those niches. We help you to see what is, exciting to you and fun for you to do, as well as serving your community. So, it's been incredible just to see you grow, since 2020 and through COVID. And here's the thing, a lot of agents, did come into COVID because they were looking, into real estate during COVID. They were looking for another job because, their places were shut down. They weren't able to go back to work, and that was devastating. So we do have a lot of real estate agents that came in during that time. Some of them struggled getting started because they didn't have the right help. They didn't have the right company. They didn't have the right training, and they weren't assigned a mentor. So those are good things about eXp, that we can have an experience. Now, you talked a little bit about, your team and expanding that out. The one good thing about that is that you do have 3 agents that you're helping to plug into eXp. You're showing them multiple ways to make income. So I want to talk about that a little further. As far as other agents out there that have not given eXp a look, I know a lot of people have heard about eXp, but they haven't really dived in to see what it's about. We hear things from people such as, oh, it's that, cloud brokerage, you're a bunch of avatars running around, you guys don't have an office. So as in regards to those types of things, those have been really, challenges for EXP agents that love this platform and company, because agents are just not open-minded. They're not open to opportunities that, quite frankly, could change their career forever and today. And so what would you say to agents that think they know EXP, but really haven't looked at it as how their business could be running under this platform?
Well, I do know for me, when I was at the portfolio, I was able to research everyone out there, all the brick and mortar, all of the boutique real estate agencies, and there was some that I really considered, but and like what you mentioned earlier, I did have that relationship with Damien and I saw him grow, but um, he started this, when was that, 2016?
I believe it was 16. Yeah.
Yeah, so just being able to watch him, because he left Century 21 and then he went over to Keller Williams and then he started eXp, and just watching him grow from a brand new agent in 2005 to today, that attracted me at first. But then when I actually sat down and I went through the agent equity program and I looked at we actually have health insurance. We have a sister company that we have health insurance from, and that's huge. And with the equity, we have retirement through that. And just the fact that we do have KB Core and our different systems and our CRMs and our AI and everything, just with my advertising background, that's huge. I mean, just being able to put yourself out there. I know people don't have my background. So when it comes to advertising, a lot of them don't know what they're doing. And I've gotten to the point where I can't even keep up with myself. So just the platform that we have, this is a platform for agents. We're not that brick and mortar where we're selling real estate to pay our broker. We're selling real estate to make us money. And I really appreciated that. I'm able to be an independent contractor out there and truly be an independent contractor. So
With that being said, let's elaborate on that a little bit. So, a lot of times agents, they know they're an independent contractor because they get the 1099, right? But many of them really do not realize that with the companies that they're currently with, they have no ownership, they have no equity. So they're renting the ability to work for that broker and use their name. And the thing is, with traditional real estate, it has never been where you had the opportunity to get the money back that you put into the company. And very rarely do you get to 100%. And oftentimes to even get to 90, 95 is year after year after year proving yourself that you're a multi-million dollar producer. And so that can be difficult and challenging for people to maintain those numbers. So then when you talk about that and the fact that, we truly do have the ability to build a retirement, let's look at the reason people buy franchises. Why do they own real estate companies? Why do they start independent companies? Because they understand that they can only sell so much real estate by themselves. Then they realize that there is liability, there's overhead within the systems that they need. They have to constantly, they have overturn of agents. They train them, they go. They train them, they go. And the thing about that is, if you're training the agents and they go work for your competitor, that really sucks. But if you can be under a platform where there's incentives for you to train those agents, knowing that the likelihood of them leaving, they will stay with eXp. They might leave your personal brand, but you're still going to be able to get a leveraged income from them. So that's the difference. We have the equity, we have the ownership, we have the leveraged income, and we have an incentive to help each other grow as owners. So you have to think about that when people say eXp sounds too good to be true. You have to think about it. Does it make more sense for you to give a lot of your commission away without a cap? You don't get to 100%, and there's no way, as you earn more money in order to show your production is in those millions, that you're not going to get that money back from your company. So for us, we would much rather know that every single year, as we're selling more properties, not only are we gaining equity in stocks, we're being awarded stocks, and we have the opportunity to refer agents to the company, where then we are paid and we are awarded for referring those agents to our company. So think about that. If you're not getting health insurance for your company, if you're not able to have equity in your company and ownership, if you're not able to have a low, really $85 tech fee, and get to a cap at 100%. And on top of that, get your entire cap back because of your production. If you don't have those things, then you really need to talk to somebody with eXp and really dive into and say, show me how this plan is going to work with my current business. This is what I'm doing. This is where I'm going. Show me how this platform is going to help me with my business and leveraging income. So with Jamie Lee, she sees that. She's been offered, to come over with other companies, but they all have the same thing. They don't have the equity and they do not have the revenue share. So it would be crazy for her, and let alone insurance. It would be crazy for her to consider another company. So, again, this is why we do these interviews, because we want people to hear stories from real agents that are out there selling homes. Their goal is to continue to sell homes. We are not just attracting or recruiting agents that people want to state that that's what eXp is about. Quite frankly, only around 2% of the agents consistently refer people to the company. Everybody else is really focused on selling properties. Jamie Lee, we just had our third quarter numbers. We came in at $1 billion in revenue. It speaks for itself. Agents are selling properties and our sales volume is incredible. Our revenue is incredible. So we're really, really proud about that. And so, when tying this up, if you guys are looking to purchase a home, if you're looking to sell, reach out to Jamie Lee. She does represent the Billings area. She can get you started right away. She's got strategic partners that she can hook you up with for your financing. When it comes to home inspections, all of that, she is set up to help you with her partners. Then, if you also are considering switching companies or want to just see what eXp will do for you, reach out to her. There's nothing that she's going to do as far as like pestering you or bothering you to join, because we don't need to convince people. You either see the opportunity or don't. You either know the opportunity is bigger than you or you don't. So reach out to her. You've got nothing to lose. So Jamie Lee, is there anything else you wanted to remind people of or let them know?
No, just this is your business. This is your life. This is your money, and it should stay with you. Never leave money on the table.
That is very, very true. So thank you again. And you guys make sure that you do go to our Elite Experts YouTube and subscribe, hit the notification button so you don't miss any of our videos. We do tons of free real estate training so that you can help grow your business, or we help you grow your business. And also go to our Facebook Elite Experts page. We have great content there too. Our whole goal is to help you make more money, to sell more homes, build more relationships. So take care, and we will see you guys next time.